Hello, it's been a while since I've made a video, about 10 months. Sorry to my 6 subscribers at this time about how late I was about getting videos out, but here we are. I was very busy these past few months. I met someone, moved in with him, got a job, uh, out here where I moved, and was sorting stuff out for the past months, since my last video, and even then I don't think I put videos up at that regular of intervals, but I've read through more than a few comics so that I can get videos out uh, faster, and well, here we are back at looking at politics and comics. I believe it was last year that New Mutants came out. Uh, so I'm a bit late with getting the views from Wolfsbane being a trending topic, but it is what it is. Here we are. So the situation is Wolfsbane and her team are fighting for the government of this Arabian or Saudi Arabia, not Arabian, Middle Eastern. That's the one. Middle Eastern country. Uh, they've been helping the government fight the rebels, which supposedly Hulk is allied with. The situation with Wolfsbane is that she was tossed into the desert by the Hulk, and she is found by two uh, people of this country. Incredible, just incredible. Oh, Jalil, let's get out of here. This isn't natural. No, we didn't stumble on this by accident. Everything is as the Farnock would will it, and if we tried to forget what we have found, then we would be ignoring his will. You see, he has that icon there around his neck. They load her into the truck. He talks about how he's gonna tie her up. Situation here is it's Wolfsbane's team, and they're trying to find out where she is, but they run into some of the rebel forces, and so they start fighting with them. No politics get mentioned here, but so we're just gonna gloss over that. But here we are back. Wolfsbane is waking up in the custody of these two natives. Natives to this land. I'm not Native American. I'm American, or I live in America, so that's why. Anyway, see, it's coming around, huh? Oh wow, what? Oh now, what? Who's tied me up like a prize steer? Who are you? It seems really upset, Jalil. Maybe we'd better. Quiet, I'm in charge here. Quite the gentleman this guy is. I am Jolel, the head of the household. This is my sister Sanda, and you are ours, until such time as Farnak Dan himself has had a chance to see you and decide what to do with you. Well, that's perfect, because I'm here fighting for your beloved Farnak Dan. So if you just cut me loose, I'd get on about my business. Oh no, you'll stay here until he can be contacted. For all I know, you could be one of the beasts, the liberators, who've turned our country into battleground. You call your Farnock on the phone, you blasted fool. That's not exactly possible, since the Liberators managed to destroy phone lines all over Trans-Sabal. Of course, if you're one of them, you already knew that. This is ridiculous, miss. I cannot reason with your brother. If you'd untie me, she's merely a female and has nothing to do with this. So already, we're seeing sexism, and the rest of the panels on this page are going to explain that completely in full. Oh, I can see we're going to get on just fine. You think men are God's gift to the world, and women are window dressing. Where did you come by that attitude, I wonder? Farnak Dan, perhaps? You know nothing of our God or our culture, and you certainly know nothing of Farnak Dan. He is God's anointed one. He loves us and protects us. Yeah, so typical fascist government. idolizing this Farnak Dan as being a chosen one seems familiar now, especially in America lately. What with Donald Trump? I don't know if you guys saw that video of the guy who got pulled over by cops, and he started praying to Donald Trump. Yeah, how relatable. He is the voice of God on earth. How relatable. The wine has been prepared precisely to your specifications, Farnak. Good, very good. And as you can see, Farnak Dan is living in a palace and has servants because God's chosen people, much like Jesus, lived in palaces and had servants and wine brought to them. Uh, that was a joke, by the way. Jesus was not about that stuff, in case you didn't know. Ms. Cooper, you wish to speak? I don't. This part doesn't really come up again. I don't believe. We come back to Wolfsbane's team trying to find her. Battle is going on. Quicksilver gets sent to find Wolfsbane. This guy is coming after Quicksilver. You Americans are all the same, but I'm not even American. Wolfsbane is Irish, for those of you who don't know. Who cares? You're not one of us. You come into this country, despoiling our culture, trying to impose your ideas on us. You know nothing of us, and yet you look down your nose at us. He's not wrong here. Americans, well, not Americans specifically, just invading countries do really stick their nose up at any native cultures whenever they come into the land and try to take it. A big part of colonization is making the population believe that you're benevolent and try to get them away from their own faiths. And so that's probably how this fascist government took control, isn't it? Americans came in, or, well, maybe it wasn't even Americans. I don't know. The history of this country isn't explained, but they felt that their culture was being lost. They felt that they were losing their control of their own country. And so these people rose up. And that is usually due to colonization or just pointless wars, as like we see in our actual world. And just who is looking down whose nose at the moment, may I ask? So this bubble right here, Wolfsbane's having trouble controlling her powers, so she is limiting herself with what she can do. But she is trying to escape. From your appearance, it's obvious you're some demon from the pits. I'll have you know I'm a God-fearing Christian. Well, that's something Farnak Dan would be able to tell for sure. And even if you were, what you say, well, here's proof of our superiority. Where do you go to worship your pathetic little Judeo-Christian God? Why, to church every Sunday, or at least when I'm not a prisoner of fools like ye. Church. But you see, our God, we worship him anywhere we choose. Our God is everywhere, in the ground, in the air, in the buildings. But your God is so wretched that he has to hide in old buildings, so crippled that you must go to him because he cannot go to you. That's ridiculous. Our God is everywhere too. You're just distorting things. No more so than you distort things about us. No respect for our culture or beliefs. You mean beliefs such as that women are second-rate citizens? Ha! Your culture believes the same thing. We're just not honest about it. You hypocrites claim equality, and yet American women still complain of unequal treatment. At least our women aren't complaining. They wouldn't dare, and that's the difference. Quicksilver finds Wolfsbane in this last panel, but this right here is, accurate, isn't it? A lot of religion is very much puts women in a subjective, or not subjective, subjugative role, women serving men and all that. And he's right. They're not being hypocrites about what their faith tells them. I don't think doesn't say what religion he is, but the point stands, I think, that religion some people just ignore certain parts. And though I'm sure that Jalel here is ignoring parts where his faith talks about being kind to your neighbors and all that, just like in the Bible, there are plenty of examples of uh, rules or guidelines saying to be good to other people. You know, if you've never, I'm an atheist myself, but if you've never read of any of the things that Jesus said, you should look into that. Jesus was a pretty cool dude. But uh, yeah, I mean, two religions here kind of at odds. For whatever Wolfsbane is saying about saying basically that women aren't treated as second citizens in her faith or in her country or in America. Like, while it's true that's not exactly the case anymore, that women are second citizens, uh, that's sort of in spite of the religion. Ads. Wolfsbane gets loose. Quicksilver gets slipped, and some fighting. And here we go back. Quicksilver spots Wolfsbane. Jolel goes to kill Wolfsbane. Jolel's sister knocks him out. Wolfsbane warning her. He's gonna get mad. See that Jolel has stabbed his sister, killed her. You got me so angry, Santa. You know how I get when you get me angry. Very typical abusive justification from the abuser. Wolfsbane loses control. And death to the patriarchy. A little too late, Quicksilver comes in, and well, Wolfsbane doesn't want to be there anymore because she killed that dude. And being a God-fearing Christian, she believes that she is going to hell. Next issue, the Mutant Liberation Front. Need to get that one. That sounds like it's going to be something right up leftist political alleys. And then more ads. So, not a whole lot of leftist politics in X Factor. Whatever issue this is, I'll put it in the title. But a good example of how people view, or how people in fascist dictatorships tend to view their leaders, and that's in a comic book from, I guess we'll look at it now, 1992, it says. So, you know, even back, that'd be about almost 30 years ago now, that people were talking about such things, and that conversation about religion and how some of it is hypocritical, and yeah, both are not the best. I hope you enjoyed the video. More to come soon. I'm sorry for being awkward. I'm still new at this, and I've been out of practice. Bye now.